The crazy driver when she's upset, or when she's really in a rush.
Never drive with a woman when she's emotional. Never drive with a woman when she's emotional.
You see it's broke, face him, that's that don't touch anything in the stove.
Gambino was saying that rap used to come from a social standpoint, right?
Yeah.
They used to talk about social issues.
Yeah.
And now they don't really talk about it as much. And so he's saying that he doesn't want to rap anymore because he's not hearing too much of that in rap.
He's right.
And okay, but
like
why,
every rapper is different.
But why does rap have to only be about social issues?
Alcoholic stepdad always want a striker, yells and abuses, leaves her with some bruises.
They can't beat it into you, so no matter how hard you beat a kid, you cannot beat the information into him. That's why I don't see the point of beating a kid. Maybe one time, but I mean, I really think it has to do with sitting down and talking to them, because eventually it's words that we use to get people to understand.
What has been the weirdest rumor you've heard about yourself so far?
That I have a fake butt.
All right, guys, and gals. This is the Midday Mess.
That's why I don't.
This is the Midday Mess. Joel, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, we have a guest coming on today, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Excited as well. Seems pretty cool. So
we met him earlier. Trish, shout out to Trish. And but let's get into this show. So today we're talking about, our first topic is the Aaliyah movie that premiered over the weekend. Cool. It premiered on Lifetime, produced by the one and only Wendy Williams. And Joel, did you get a chance to still watch this movie?
No, I actually didn't. Usually when so-called things that quote unquote break the internet come out, I like to wait a couple days, maybe a week or so the hype dies down first,
right,
and get like a better reading of the actual movie instead of people saying, "Oh my God, Facebook and Instagram and all this other controversy." So
but do you feel like the hype is gonna influence your opinion? Is that why you wait?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, to be honest, it's with anything. So like, if new video games come out, I'm the same way.
So do you feel like waiting just 1 week is gonna make your opinion just change?
I don't think it's gonna make my opinion change, but I think it'll give me like a clean slate,
a clear review.
I don't have all that all the Facebook posts or the Instagrams or like all the memes on the internet. They're just not there.
Okay, it makes sense. But anyway, so this movie, it premieres over the weekend, and everybody's excited because this is a movie about Aaliyah, and she deserves this movie. She deserves to be honored in such a way. The movie premieres, and the internet goes crazy. You think Kim Kardashian's pictures broke the internet? This movie broke the internet. It actually did. I mean, like, Twitter went crazy, Instagram went crazy. They were memes being created
within seconds.
Seconds. I mean, like,
people are getting a little too good now.
No, it was insane, man. And a lot of people had things to say about it, including Timbaland. And Timbaland didn't have a lot of nice things to say. Now, he posted some of the memes, and they were pretty funny.
Yeah, that's what I saw, because I follow him on Instagram, and like he put like what it's like. It reminds me of when who was it? Was it Snoop Dogg who was making fun of somebody? And he posted maybe
Iggy
10. Yeah, it was Iggy Azalea. He posted like 10 memes just right after each other. So it was just like that.
Yeah, it really reminded me of that too. But Timbaland went in, and he was saying that he was receiving about 100 memes an hour. Because those memes weren't his. He didn't make the memes. He was receiving memes from fans and from his followers. And he said that he was receiving 100 memes per hour. That's insane. Wow. And he just kept posting the whole night. And they were some pretty funny things. Yeah, so the memes were like, if Lifetime was to make a biopic about somebody else, like about another celebrity. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty funny. Like, I saw one, and this is random. I don't think he posted this one, but it was like if Lifetime presents the Little Mo biopic, you know, Little Mo, and so but they had a picture of Dennis Rodman. I think that really had me like dying.
Yeah,
I fell out of my chair with that one.
I had a lot of complaints.
Oh no, this is funny. They had one. Lifetime presents the Kevin Hart story. And wait. Do you know like there's this little black kid? He was in he was on the That's So Raven show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Kyle Massey.
No, not Kyle
not
Massey.
him.
There's one with Kyle Massey though. Wait. Lifetime presents the Jadakiss story. Tell me that's not perfect. Tell me that's not perfect.
That is perfect.
Kyle Massey looks like Jadakiss today. Like Jadakiss has no facial hair.
It's crazy how people just grow up like that.
It is so funny. Like, but anyway, so Timbaland went in. It's just the internet went in on this Aaliyah movie.
When doesn't the internet go in?
The producer, one of the executive producers, she had things to say because, you know, she hosts her daily talk show, the Wendy Williams show, and she on Monday she responded, and she was saying, well, whether you liked it or hated it, you watched. That's not this. I'm not quoting her, but that's what she had to say basically. She said whether you liked it or you hated it, you watched, and you know what? She's right because the movie was the second highest rated TV film of the year.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. I don't think anything could top that, honestly, since it's already November.
I mean, exactly. And the thing is that this movie was produced by Lifetime. Mm-hmm. Lifetime also has the highest rated movie of the year from television as well. So Lifetime is not doing that bad considering you know the movie was not great, and I forgot to tell you my thoughts.
I feel like that's like, and even Wendy Williams said it herself. It wasn't even that it was, you know, that you liked it or you hated it. It's the fact that you just watched it because it was Aaliyah.
Right.
Like like her name was enough to like draw people like, oh, you know, they're finally doing a movie about her. Like, let's go watch. Let's hope that we that they portray her correctly. And you know, if they don't, then this will be hilarious for the internet. And it was the latter.
I mean, but do you think that they went in making the movie with the mindset that this movie is going to be mocked? Like, do you really think they wanted? Do you think they wanted the movie to be mocked? Like, that was honestly one of the options.
I mean, I've always feel like it's one of the options. Did they actually like was that the purpose of them? Like, was that part of the intent? I don't really think so. But to be honest, like from the things that I'm hearing, it looks like it could have been to be like, or
that's
to be honest, they have some really
honestly,
bad
that's
producers.
what I'm feeling. I feel like they wanted to get this movie out as fast as they could to kind of jump on the whole biopic bandwagon. Well, the whole female biopic bandwagon, because you know how VH1 released the TLC movie, and that was such a success.
And then maybe they were trying to mimic that success.
That's exactly what they were trying to do, and it worked out, you know, 50-50 because it kind of did work out because they did get the ratings that they wanted. Yeah, it's just they got backlash as well.
I guess if people, you know, to be honest, if there aren't people who are hating on what you got to do, then, you know, I guess you're not doing anything at all. But so you got to do something.
It's just, this movie was just like, it was all wrong. And it was, all right, let me tell you what I didn't like about it.
Okay.
So, do you want to hear about it next week when you actually watch it? So
I mean, it's okay.
All right. So let me tell you what I didn't like. First of all, you know how, if you didn't know already, because if you haven't watched the movie, you'll find out in the movie.
Let's get the checklist out, guys.
Oh wait, no! I told you we weren't going to talk about plot points.
Yeah, don't talk about.
So
plot
let's
points.
not talk about plot points.
Talk about general things.
I'll just tell you what I didn't like. So casting was the number one thing that people did not like, and the act just nobody looked like who the person they were portraying. Nobody. Timbaland was this light-skinned, skinny, this tall, light-skinned, skinny person. Who is that? Is that the Timbaland that we know to be today?
That is not the same person.
Is that the Timbaland that we know to be in the 1990s? Like, who is this person?
It's not him.
Timbaland almost looked like Drake. Almost.
That's a problem.
Oh, even though Aaliyah's brother in the movie looked like Drake, Timbaland looked like Drake. Like, I feel like Timbaland and Aaliyah's brother should have been brothers in the movie. Like, they look like they came from the same family.
I think the rule one is if you're gonna make a biography or like a movie that's, you know, a biography about somebody, you should at least make sure the characters look somewhat like who they're supposed to be.
I agree. Then we have Missy Elliott.
Oh Lord.
Missy Elliott. I mean, I don't think the person's face has to look exactly like the person, but at least get their body, to look like
shape.
them. Right, their body. Why is everybody in the movie was skinny? Do we know Missy Elliott to be skinny? do we honestly know Missy Elliott to be skinny?
I'm not saying
She
nothing.
just lost some weight. Like I've seen her recently. I've seen a picture of her recently.
But that wasn't the Missy Elliott of the 90s.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. And she was skinny in the movie. Who is this person?
Fast forward.
That's like
years.
I feel like they were trying to catfish us.
Catfish.
They're trying like who are these people? Who are these people?
Oh my gosh.
So that's what I have to say. Like, the casting was terrible.
Well, at least I'll have something to laugh about this weekend.
Somebody told me that the person that played R. Kelly looked like Mike Tyson. I found it to be. I didn't agree, but I found it to be funny just because they compared it to Mike Tyson.
Huh.
But
well, I guess nobody is who
right.
they say they are in this movie.
But anyways, let's move on from the Aaliyah movie. The next topic we have is Kendrick Lamar. Did you watch his performance on SNL?
No, actually, because I stopped watching SNL.
Why?
Because I have other things to do on Saturday night.
How could you? Well, actually, no, you're right. I don't watch SNL on Saturday nights either. But I am
other nights, maybe.
I am very lucky to have DVR. Yes, I'm
okay.
one of those fortunate souls to have DVR.
Well,
although you don't really need DVR nowadays. It's
not with the internet.
Not exactly, not with the internet. But I have DVR, so I DVR'd it. I watched the show. I do happen to enjoy watching SNL, so I did watch the sketches as well. But the host was I'm forgetting his name, so let's just move on. But Kendrick performed on SNL, and he performed and he performed a new song.
Oh, I love that song.
And I'm forgetting. Yeah, we would have heard it. I included it in the show open, which we just heard today for the first time. But my laptop kind of froze, and so I had to pause it. So
things happen.
Sorry. Yeah, I just produced this really great show open, and it got messed up. But anyways, let's get away from that because I'm upset. But Kendrick performed and boy, was Kendrick wilded out. Like he went crazy on SNL.
Really?
Yeah, he was. First of all, he was doing the Kendrick Shuffle. Remember?
The Kendrick
Shuffle.
the Kendrick Shuffle. The Kendrick Shuffle.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did the Kendrick Shuffle, but
that move's tight.
He wore his you know how Tyler the Creator he wore in the She video. Mm-hmm. He wore those black contacts where it blacks out the white part of your eyes. Yeah. He wore that for the performance.
Oh.
Yes.
That's weird.
And then you know how Method Man used to wear his hair, like he used to wear like one side, where he used to have it braided, and then when like one side was not braided. Mm. Kendrick did that.
I'm seeing that style actually come back. Like I think I saw someone on campus with that.
Well, okay, but it looked crazy.
Oh, well, okay.
Kendrick did that. Like it looked nuts, and then with the eyes, it scared me. I was very scared.
He very specifically wanted to do that. That's the effect that he wanted.
Yes. Well, I mean, but why would you want to do that with such a positive and uplifting song?
Why do artists do anything that they do?
I don't know. We'll find out when we have our guest next segment. Ooh. Why do they do that, huh?
Yeah.
You like that segue, right?
Yeah, I like that. That was smooth.
Smooth, right? But yeah, it was a great, nonetheless, it was a great performance, I think. It was scary, but I liked it.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Well, listen, that's all that matters, right?
Right? It's not breaking news, but news that I just found out about. Mm-hmm. And it's not really breaking my heart because I feel like it's long overdue. 106 & Park is changing its format from television to web. People are calling it a cancellation. The network is not calling it a cancellation. They're calling it they're simply saying that they're changing their format. And the format is supposed to be happening sometime in December. I have the date here. December 19th will be the last daily broadcast on television.
Wow.
Yes. So, and I have an article here, and it comes from Hip Hop DX, and I'm going to read it to you. So it says, after 14 years on the air, landmark BET Hip Hop and R&B program 106 & Park will cease its daily broadcast format on the network next month. According to BET's Twitter, the show will televise its last live episode on December 19th. The network's flagship music countdown show will still broadcast episodes for special occasions, like the annual New Year's Eve 106 & Party. It will also continue exclusively online beginning next year. In a statement, Stephen Hill, BET's president of music programming and specials, says the daily cancellation is merely a change in format. quote, "I'm not trying to minimize it. This is a very big change," he explained. "We thank all the people who have worked on this show over the years, the talented hosts, the hardworking staff, production crews, and the incredible guests we've had." Not ghosts.
Ghosts.
Most of all, we'd like to humbly thank the livest audience. By the way, I've been part of that livest audience. Have you ever been to 106 Park?
I actually have not.
Really?
So no.
It was fun.
I'm not that cool.
I've been there. I went once, and it was like we stayed for 3 shows because if you didn't know by now, 106 Park is not live.
Yeah, not at all.
It's not live.
Most things are not live.
No,
actually.
but so we stayed for like 3 shows, and it was very fun.
Nice.
I got to meet Megan Good.
Megan Good.
Yeah, I got to meet DJ Khaled.
What?
Yeah.
We the best.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, back to this. And then he goes on to say, "Meet you in the digital domain." So, what do you have to say about this?
To be honest, I've been noticing at least this year that a lot of shows have gone to the digital only format.
Right.
Just television in general, because it seems to me that a lot of producers are starting to come to the realization that a lot of these like people don't watch TV anymore. To be honest, like I think that's where they're at this point. Most of TV and television and viewing TV shows happens online. Like we were just talking about this earlier. You're talking about DVR. I was like, well, you can just watch it online, and it's pretty easy that way. I also know a few shows that the producers found out after a while that they were getting more views online, like on their website, than they were through the traditional like TV format. So I mean, to be honest, like I would consider it as like an actual schedule change, but it also does look like a cancellation, especially the way the article like says it. It says BET show 106 in Park to end in December. So right there, when I see that, when you gave me the article, I'm like, what? No, 106 in Park's ending? Like, it's been on for so long. And, all you have to do is just read it to realize that it's not ending. It's just, like, it's not on airs in the TV anymore.
Right.
So.
Well, all right, so here's what I have to say. It's long overdue.
Definitely. That's, yeah.
Like I said before. And I don't think it's going to survive the online format.
No way.
It won't survive at all. Because nobody is looking for 106 in Park anymore.
No one's going to look for 106 in Park.
So
this should have been done years
nobody's
ago.
going to come home. Nobody's going to come home and say, "Oh my God, let me log on to the internet and go watch 106 in Park. I need to get my fix today." Like, you know what I mean? It's just like nobody's looking for it anymore.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if 106 in Park, like, it's going to go to digital only format, and then the hosts are probably going to be different.
Yeah,
I would, like, honestly, I would not.
Bow Wow, you really think Bow Wow wants to be on a web show?
Nah, I actually met Bow Wow once.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my junior year of high school, I did.
Okay.
But that's totally unrelated, but, at the same time.
Is there a story to that?
I mean, not really. He was just playing. I think he was doing like this concert at by the high school I used to go to. So
okay,
it's like we were like, oh my God, let's go see him. And my friend like practically fought just to get out on the stage.
All right.
Wow. Anyways, in other news.
All right, and with that, we're gonna go into a quick commercial break. And next segment, we're gonna have our guest on the show.
Yo, yeah.
All right,
we'll be ready for that.
And yeah, we're gonna play a commercial. We're gonna play a song. It's gonna be "Hold You Down" the remix, DJ Khaled featuring Usher. I believe it's Usher, Rick Ross, Ace Hood, and Fabulous. Yes.
Yeah.
So let's get into that. Let me just get this ready.
Celebrate the USFL's 25th anniversary with this fantastic collector's magazine for the holidays. The USFL, the Rebel League that the NFL didn't respect but feared. This must-have features interviews